Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Doel, aka the Big D of Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Continuing my spooktacular October, reviewing great horror flicks, or maybe not so great horror movies, as I continue a certain little franchise that started out yesterday, which is Halloween. This time I present from 1982. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, the night no one comes home. Directed by Tommy Lee Wallace, who also wrote this. Also back is John Carpenter and Deborah Hill as the producers. And was released by Universal, who had produced the previous film. Released the last film. You know what I mean. But anyway, now this is kind of a much more different film. The first film not to feature Michael Myers, who was supposedly killed in the end of the last movie. Now, this was to be the start of an anthology, and they thought, Carpenter and Hill thought this would be a possibility to start a new kind of anthology focused on a different event occurring on Halloween night. But unfortunately, the film really got dissed, and it didn't do so well at the box office. So, enough said about it, but I might as well tell you about this. This is an actual okay movie. It's not great though, but I like it for certain reasons. The film's main protagonist is a doctor named Dan Chalice, who is played by Tom Atkins. I don't know too much of the stuff he did, except for the remake of the 1981 slasher My Bloody Valentine. Wait a minute, 1991, I think it was 1980. Oh, crud. I think I may have gotten my years mixed up for that movie. I do apologize, everyone, if I did. Let's see. Also in the group is Stacey Nelkin. My apologies, got a little. As Ellie Grimbridge. And Dan O'Hurley, who a couple years after this would team up with Lance Guest, who appeared in the previous Halloween movie to star in the sci-fi adventure The Last Starfighter. Nevertheless, this film, despite getting this, has obtained a cult following and a big legion of fans. Now, even though Annie was dead from the first movie, and we saw a brief cameo from her in the last movie, Nancy Loomis, now using her original name, Nancy Kyes, actually appears in this as Dr. Chalice's wife. Anyway, now you're thinking, Big D, why didn't you talk what this movie's about? Alright, here it is. It's a few days before Halloween. This man's on the run from these guys dressed in black. He has this Halloween mask trying to tell him that everyone's doomed and what have you. Not quite like Crazy Ralph from Friday the 13th ish, but he soon comes in into play and gets confronted, but he manages to survive and ends up in the hospital where he's, checked by Dr. Chalice. But soon, one of the strange men in black actually kills him by sticking his index finger and knife finger into his eye sockets and breaks his skull. Yeah, that will hurt. Anyway, now, the masks were actually part of a little something from a novelty company, Silver Shamrock, who unfortunately has probably one of the most annoying jingles, but hey, it's an annoying jingle I like for just a little bit on some occasions. It's kind of silly. you know, I rather I don't say because I don't want to get into any trouble with, well, the folks at Universal and what have you, so forgive me for not saying it. Now, soon after the death of this guy, Dr. Chalice meets Ellie Grimbridge, and that person who was killed was her dad, and soon they decide to find out what was going on. Now, after the mysterious man in black doused himself in gasoline and blows himself up, well, they soon find some more when they travel to Santa Mira, California, to the Silver Shamrock Company, run by Cochran. That's now Hurley, and he has plans to cue his mask to cause serious effects to kids with a mysterious chip in the a little silver shamrock badge attached to their masks. Apparently, once the commercial comes on, real disaster occurs. Meanwhile, Dr. Chalice, despite he's so old and Nellie's so young, they get on and what have you. They meet several others, but however, they soon die one by one. One named March tries to tinker with the chip, but soon gets a blue laser zapped from it, and all these bugs come out of her mouth, which is all torn. And, it's freaky. Another one tries to escape from the Man in Black, and one of them was played by Dick Warlock, who I forgot to mention played the shape of Michael Myers in the last movie. But soon, once they take them out, they're actually robots. When one of them takes out Dr. Chalice's, well, partner of a nurse later on in the movie. And they had later learned that Cochran had taken a part of Stonehenge to use with this experiment using witchcraft. Yes. In a plan to resurrect the ancient aspects of the Celtic festival Samhain, which Cochran connects to witchcraft. Anyway. Well, soon Ellie later on disappears, and soon Dr. Chalice is captured by Cochran. Now, I'll give you what happens about the end and in one freaky scene. I'll give you 5 seconds to stop if you haven't seen the movie. Here it is. Okay, now, right before the final act, I will say that Dr. Chalice kind of doesn't know what those masks will do, but soon he finds out in a test room where this kid and his parents enter. This kid gets his pumpkin mask, a jack-o'-lantern mask on. The commercial starts playing. The magic pumpkin thing starts lighting up real fast. The jingle music starts playing faster, and that's when the serious effects start to occur. It starts, I don't know, like melting his face or something, and this kid's face, and all sorts of bugs, snakes, everything, killing his dad. Snake kills his dad, and his mom kind of faints from a heart attack, I think. I don't know. But anyway, later on after Chalice is captured by Cochran, he is about to get the same treatment watching the original Halloween, which is sponsored by Silver Shamrock. So apparently, he had to figure a way to get out of there and stop. And soon he does. He manages to get through and take all the little Silver Shamrock badges and pour them all out. and it kills Cochrane's employees, and Cochrane is vaporized by the Stonehenge rune he was using to create his mask. And soon the entire factory was destroyed. Of course, Chalice manages to save Ellie, but soon after they escaped the Silver Shamrock factory, which, believe me, goes in a big fire. It almost kind of reminded me of the last bit of the cult classic 78 sci-fi disaster flick, The Swarm. Yeah. And Ellie soon attacks Anne because she's not speaking and learns that she's now a robot. Now, soon, Dr. Chalice makes it to a gas station where Mr. Grimbridge comes to in the beginning. And while he's trying to Chalice is trying to contact every single television station to not air the Silver Shamrock commercial. And there's kids already wearing masks there, ready to watch it. One channel stops. He finally gets the second one stopped, but trying to get the third one is like, when the music starts going fast, it's like, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Yeah, and then the movie fades out, and that's the end. Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, it may not be the best Halloween movie, despite it was a disappointment, and then after this they brought Michael Myers back 6 years later in Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers in 1988, which I'll talk about next time. Now, I do have some good stuff I can mention about Halloween 3. Now, the good thing that I did like the performances we got from Atkins and O'Hurley. They were real good. And, well, I actually liked the intro to the movie. The intro music, which Carpenter did, co-did. You know what I mean. It's pretty good, too. I actually like that. And some of the score to the movie's not too bad. I mean, even though it includes the infamous Silver Shamrock jingle, don't worry. I mean, even though I'm now friends with a YouTuber that goes under that name, Silver Shamrock, which I'm going to be a little generous and give you a little shout out in case you're watching this, which is now one of my new subbers. I'm going to say, the movie's okay and all, but it redeems itself in the number 4 movie. Some of the kills were good, but some I wasn't too thrilled with, especially the killing of the nurse later on by one of the robots because it's done off screen. Yeah, just like James A. Janisse said of Dead Meat saying that, and I agree with him. But anyway, that's it. What did you think of Halloween 3 Season of the Witch? Please feel free to let me know in the comment section. Like and subscribe to my channel. And thank you very much for watching. Find me on Facebook at Horror Enthusiast 101. There I'm friends with lots of good guys and gals. You can also check out the Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews page as well. Well, it's not a page anymore, it's now a group. So now you can check me out whenever you want, catch videos you might have missed, or see them again if you'd like. If I decide to get them up, that depends. But anyway, thank you again for watching. Stay tuned for my Halloween review for soon. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.